witches, welcome back to the mat and welcome to day 11 of this Wake the Witch journey. In today's practice, we're going to slow things down. We're going to work with some really gorgeous healing vibes and we're going to work with the magic of crystals. Now, this is the kind of original way that I got started with my witchcraft practice, was by working with crystals. And over the past few months, I have really gone back into them, really started to attune with them. And I thought it'd be quite a fun one to bring into this 30 days of yoga. So for today's practice, we're going to work through a slow and steady heart opening practice. So you're going to need one block or a book or anything that helps kind of support your back today for these yin inspired poses. And then when it comes to the crystals, I've chosen rose quartz, amethyst and blue quartz. Now you might choose to use the same ones as me. If you don't have any crystals on you right now, that's absolutely fine. This crystal healing magic is going to come from all the way from my sacred space to yours. But if you have preferred crystals, you can grab them now. Basically, I'm inviting you to find any crystals that really calls to you. And then to begin with, we're going to place that block just by our side. Come to relax all the way flat down to the back. Reaching those arms up and overhead. Give yourself a beautiful full body stretch as we inhale. And then on your exhale, relax your arms down by your side. And from here, we're going to bend the knees, bring the bottom of the feet to touch, and allow the knees to fall open into Baddha Konasana. So starting to open up the hips, not neglecting them today on our heart opening journey. Focusing on slowing the breath down, your inhales and your exhales. Beautiful. And as I said, in today's flow, we're not only going to be working with a heart opening practice, so coming into very few poses, but holding them for a long while as we meditate. We're also going to be connecting with the magic of crystals. Now, crystals are a really simple, but such a breathtaking way of connecting with your witchcraft and your spiritual practice. And this is often the one that witches are first kind of attracted to on the spiritual path. So today, we're going to work with our crystals as we hold these deep poses and connect with our breath and connect with the affirmation. So it's going to be really, really gorgeous. So when you're ready from here, we inhale and we exhale. Before we come into our long hold pose, let's take a few gentle stretches by allowing left knee to float over to the right. Reach your arms by your side and come into a gentle spinal twist. On your next inhale, bring your knees through center. Exhale, switch your twist. Knees fall all the way over to the left-hand side and your gaze floats to the right. Inhale, bring the knees to the center. From here, reach those arms up and overhead. Float out those legs. And find your way into a full body stretch, coming into one of my favourite little side body stretches. We're going to come to banana pose. So slide hands and feet over to the left hand corners of your mat, maybe crossing right ankle over the left. Inhale, untangle the legs as you move through center. Exhale, slide hands and feet over to the right hand corners, maybe crossing left ankle over the right. Beautiful. Inhale, bring the body into the center, and then from here we're going to bend the knees, hug them lovely and close to the chest, and give yourself a little rock from side to side. So just massaging the base of the spine into the mat. Before, extend the legs to the sky, cross the ankles, give yourself a few rocks forwards and backwards to roll on to those sit bones, hands to the knees, and walk the feet to the edges of your mat. We're going to take some seated cat-cow stretches. So inhale to open up the heart, feel that lift in the chest. And then exhale, round into the shoulders, chin to chest. Inhale, open up the heart. Exhale to round. Taking it a few more times. Beautiful. Before we gently bring that body into the center, and you're going to find your block behind you. So from here, we're going to come into our first long hold position, and we're going to be working with all three crystals. So placing them on our body, on the chakras, on the energy channels, to really kind of connect with this crystal magic. Again, if you don't happen to have any crystals on you, have no worries, witches. I'm sending this magic all the way from my space to yours. We are connected with the flow of energy, with the magic of this online coven. So place that block just in between the shoulder blades and find your three crystals if working with them. If not, do not worry, I'll be sending my magic to you. So wiggling your way down, so that block comes in between the shoulder blades, so you're able to relax all the way down to the mat. Now from here, we're going to work with these crystals. You're going to place a blue quartz if you have one. If not, you might be working one similar, just below the belly button here, where the sacral chakra lives. The second one, your rose quartz, is going to come on to the heart. And then the third one, the amethyst, is going to come to the space between the eyebrows. Once you've found your way here, take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. So keeping your breath slow and steady as we work through our first round of affirmations, taking these 3 affirmations 3 times. Calling upon the crystal magic that we're working with today. If you're working with your own crystals, again, you can come up with your own affirmations. But wherever you are, we inhale and exhale. Working first with our amethyst, resting on our third eye, the space between the eyebrows. I am connected to the energy of the universe. Calling upon our rose quartz, resting on our heart chakra. I release anger and release fear. Connecting with our blue quartz, resting just on the sacral chakra, just below the belly button. Anything I imagine, I can create. Ready for the second round. I am connected to the energy of the universe. I release anger and I release fear. Anything I imagine, I can create. Final round. I am connected to the energy of the universe. I release anger and I release fear. Anything I imagine, I can create. Taking a deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Ready to move on to our second pose. Gently move the crystals off the body for just a moment. We don't want them to break. As you roll the body to one side, slide that block out from underneath, and from here, just place the block onto the belly or down by your side as you hug these knees close to the chest and give yourself a gentle rock from side to side, feeling at peace. Feeling connected to our crystals, to the magic. Ready for the second pose? That is going to connect with that sacral chakra. So the first one, our supported fish, connects with the heart chakra. Second one, supported bridge, connects with the sacral chakra. So let's place these crystals back in this space. That blue quartz just goes underneath the belly button of the sacral chakra. Rose quartz to the heart. Amethyst between the eyebrows. So bring the knees to touch and walk the feet wide. 3 affirmations, 3 times. Repeat after me or quietly in your mind. I am connected to the energy of the universe. I release anger and I release fear. Anything I imagine, I can create. I am connected to the energy of the universe. I release anger and I release fear. Anything I imagine, I can create. Final round. I am connected to the energy of the universe. I release anger and I release fear. Anything I imagine, I can create. Giving yourself a few moments here in your supported bridge, connecting to the sacral chakra, the chakra of creativity, the one our blue quartz is representing, an awakening. Ready for our third and final pose. To connect with the third eye. So coming into a Shavasana. You might choose to move those crystals out of the way, or you can walk the feet closer together, press into them to lift the hip bones up, and slide the block out from underneath. Extend the legs, and come into the final pose of Shavasana. Palms flip towards the sky, connecting with the energy of the magic around us of this online coven. Remembering yoga doesn't have to be fast or intense. It can be slow, it can be a little bit of movement, it can be no movement at all. Same with our witchcraft practice. Some days might call for elaborate spells. Other days it might simply call for meditation and breath work. Other days it simply might be breathing in the fresh air. But we're going to take our affirmations 3 more times. But this time, not just saying the words, truly feeling them. Feel your chakras awaken, your third eye, your heart chakra, your sacral chakra. Psychic ability, an open heart, and creativity that is flowing. When you're ready, repeat after me quietly in your mind or out loud. I am connected to the energy of the universe. I release anger and I release fear. Anything I imagine, I can create. I am connected to the energy of the universe. I release anger and I release fear. Anything I imagine, I can create. Final round. I am connected to the energy of the universe. I release anger and I release fear. Anything I imagine, I can create. Sealing this energy, this practice, as an online coven by taking a beautiful deep breath in through the nose and a slow breath all the way out. Gently placing your hands on each crystal, saying thank you, thank you, thank you for their blessings, for their magic. Before we place the crystals one by one to the mat beside us, reach those arms up and overhead and find your way into a gorgeous full body stretch. Pointing your fingers, pointing your toes. Feel the length, the energy. As we bend knees to the chest, allow ourselves to roll to one side of our mat and bring the body up to come and meet in a comfortable seated position. Gently Bring hands to heart center and let's bow low to ourselves, to the online coven and to the magic of our crystals for helping heal, help guide and help open our heart, sacral and third eye chakra. Thank you so much, witches, for joining me today for this simple but gorgeous crystal magic practice. How are you feeling? If you are new to crystals, then welcome. It's a very addictive form of witchcraft practice. Sometimes we feel like we steer away from crystals, sometimes we get drawn back to them, and today I feel especially drawn to them. So if this is something you'd like to explore more, in the description box below I've included a link to my COVEN membership, where we have a 1 hour long crystal magic practice over on this month's theme, and we also have a crystal of the month theme with a little more knowledge, etc, etc. But you can find out more about that in the description box below. But thanking you so much, witches, for joining me here today for day 11 of this Wake the Witch journey. I'd love to know how you're getting on. If you'd like to comment below, send me a message over on my Instagram, tag me in your stories, all that good stuff. But thanking you so much for joining me here today, and I look forward to seeing you on the back on the mat tomorrow for day 12. From the bottom of my heart, Coven, blessed be.